third game in three against Gwinnett?
Thought it was a pretty good, hard fought game early. I think if we wanted to stay with the system and be patient and keep doing what we're doing, not deviate, not press too much, and eventually we got rewarded some timely goals and a lucky bounce, the backboards and the power play there. So I thought a lot of guys had some strong games. I thought we were better defensively and structurally than we have been the last few, which is important. But we got back to playing a lot better in our own end too. You know,
So was it in the three games? Did you see a progression of how your team handled Gwinnett, and where does that put you as far as heading up to Greenville for a hugely important game of Thursday?
well, I think for us, it's getting back to the foundation and the system structure stuff. Like, if you look back from when we came back from the road, progressively, I think we've gotten better since that Florida game, and a lot tighter, which we have to play. I think we're our best when we play tight and in tight games. We've just been taking it, one game at a time. It is tough to play a team three in a row without sometimes letting off the gas, or the adjustments made by both sides to try to alleviate. We knew that their power play has been strong, and we wanted to make sure that we had to be better on our kill. Obviously not giving them chances either, but we have to kind of enjoy it for a short period of time. I think our mindset's good. I don't think we've really have to say much about what's gonna happen, about the game Thursday. We gotta just go get some rest tomorrow, and just keep doing what we're doing. Try to just keep focusing on the next game.
At this point now, you're 5 points up. It's two games in hand on Greenville. I mean, you want to win the game on Thursday, but is it, if things don't happen that way, you're just going to kind of sit and say, okay, boys.
It's just another game. I mean, it's another game. It's another game. That's the only approach. Not change anything we've been doing. Do what we've normally been doing. Maybe, watch their video, see if there's any adjustments, any changes made since the last time we played them, since their last game, and we go. I think it's if you focus too much on the what ifs is. I've never been a what if person. You just have to go and take care of it, by worrying about how we have to play, our energy level, and the structure that we have in place. And then, have players trust each other, and we're starting to see that. So it's good. It's good to see a lot of really good things, and we just have to keep, progressively just building, as it's another game.
Is everybody excited about this weekend being the last out-of-state road trip of the season?
I don't know. I mean, these guys enjoy each other. I mean, they're certainly pretty animated guys at the front where I sit. So, but I mean, I think it's like anything. This group is likes being around each other and enjoying the time that they're together. And we've missed this. We haven't had something like this since the beginning of the season when we went on that big road trip. This is probably the most consistent group we've had in a long time. And the guys that haven't really maybe playing a lot or playing as much, like a Carrier, a McAvoy, those guys have come in and they blended in nice. And I hope that we get a few other guys in there too, because they're just as much as part of it as anything. Sometimes that's overlooked, but it's important for those guys to have great attitudes and buy in, and it contributes and translates on the ice. I thought both those guys that came in, added a spark. Alex was physical, and McAvoy did a lot of really good things and had a huge block at the end, and that's great. It's great for the bench. It's great for the team.
Last question. Are you anticipating any kind of roster changes, any kind of moves in the next week or so before the team comes back here for the Final Five?
Well, I'll have to check my phone and see, and we'll see. I mean, obviously, that can happen day in and day out. It's part of it, but I think the depth of our team has helped us and not allowed us to be vulnerable in certain areas. But obviously, it's important for us to make sure that everybody knows what they need to do in the positions, because we have some guys that haven't played in certain positions in a while. But we're just we'll keep our fingers crossed. Thank you.
Okay, Ted, take us to the goal you scored tonight.
It's kind of a broken play there. Johnny Mack made a great play to Peter, and he found me, and I saw I had a step on him, and I was fortunate to get him alone there.
What's it been like the last Johnny and Peter?
Well, I know Pete from last year. We got a little bit of chemistry. He's a great player, and Johnny's got great speed, so it makes my job easy playing with them. And I just try and be strong defensively, and get those guys the puck.
I want to find out what player perspective is as far as the progression, where the team is at right now as far as the way it's playing, heading into a key game on Thursday against Greenville and coming down the home stretch.
Yeah, we're excited heading there. We know it's the biggest game of the year for sure. We're gonna have to be ready. They're gonna come out hard, and I think we've had a good homestand here and prepared ourselves well.
I know at the end of the season you got 4 games or 3 games with Florida, right? Those may end up playing a key part in what goes on as far as the standings. Is it are you guys just kind of focusing game to game, or is there any kind of thought of looking ahead to what's coming in after this weekend road trip?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to take it one game at a time here. Obviously those games against Florida are going to be huge, and they could end up being a first-round matchup for us. But we got to be ready for Greenville on Thursday, and we can't take one that lightly this weekend either.